Hello there, and welcome to everybody who's watching online. This is a great moment because it's the first Festival of Nations that we've done for 4 years. We did it for 4 years, and we've had 4 years off. And 6 months ago, Martha George came and said, we have got to reinstate Festival of Nations because it was so good. And what better time than as we all come out of COVID. So we've got a great program for you today. Thank you to Nana for introducing, and Nana will also be the MC through the proceedings for the next couple of hours. We're here at Arts Central, so thank you to Arts Gateway for making the space available for this live broadcast. Also, thank you to Community Arts Resources Centre, part of the Arts Gateway family, and all this equipment that we're using is courtesy of Community Arts Resources Centre, and it's available for any arts or community group who want to put on an event. Come and talk to us. The whole point of Arts Gateway is to be able to nourish and encourage activities within the community, artists of all sorts. We have 70 artists who are based here at Berners Lane. And what better opportunity than today, where we've got a mixture of live artists who are performing, and also we've got a number of other communities represented with pre-recorded videos, which, all being well, if the technology works, we will be streaming between live artists. So, Nana, are you going to come back and take us forward? So, enjoy the next 2 hours.
Thank you very much, Mr. John Best, a very dynamic man for all those who know him. I just never amazed at his energy. I'd like to invite Miss Martha George to come and say a few words. Martha is another dynamic young lady, as you will see. So we're very, very pleased to have her. She's going to be talking to us a little bit as well about Festival of Nations, because she decided to bring it back this year and to do something about it, and she invited me to start with and brought us back together. So Martha, please come up. Thank you. Just give her a hand. Beautiful young lady. The floor is yours.
Greetings to everyone, those who are following us through live stream, and those who are just observing us on the fringe. It is one of those important moments in life when we come together to celebrate who we are. We are people on the earth, of the earth, and we've got to enjoy each other's company. We cannot enjoy each other lying in a box. We've got to do it when we can. And annually, we, the people of Milton Keynes, the borough of Buckinghamshire, celebrate being together, celebrate diversity, celebrate and share our talents. We are all blessed with gifts. And until we share our gifts, we have nothing to offer our state. We can't blame the government if we don't share. And as people and nations of a state, we have to be responsible to each other, care for each other, listen, and celebrate together. And the Festival of Nations was born so that we, as a people, can live as a people, not through war, but through our generosity, our love, and spending time together, we get to learn about each other. Until we do that, we fail ourselves and our state. I invite everyone to join us in celebrating this special occasion, the Festival of Nations, held in Milton Keynes, Arts Central. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Martha, for that statement, calling us all to celebrate each other and our diversity. And we will now move on to Carlston Medford. I absolutely love his music, and I'm sure you will be entertained as well.
yo. Rest yo. Fresh yo. Till we get y'all saying, oh, 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 bow, bow, bow. Oh, oh, bow, bow, bow.
Thank you so much, Carlston. Carlston is an accomplished saxophonist from Barbados who has been playing for 20 years. What a wonderful way to open up Festival of Nations 2021. And Martha would like to say a few words to Carlston.
Well done, Carlton. You've done us proud. Son of the soil of Barbados, you've done Barbados proud. I think I need to introduce you to your embassy. Barbados, you've got a son who represents you in the most positive light. Praise be to you. Thanks, Barbados, for producing such a worthy son.
Thank you very much, Martha. Next on the program, we actually have Martha George, who would be reading a poem. Jermaine Martha George, voice artist, poet, speaker, which I think we've already seen a demonstration of. She takes a keen interest in community activities and has been involved in the Festival of Nations from its inception. And she is delighted to help organize this 2021 Festival of Nations. So Martha will be reading us a poem. Hands up, hands together for Martha, please. Thank you.
I've got two poems today. The first is written by a Jamaican poet. I hope I can do Jamaica proud. I'll try my best to speak Jamaican accent. The poem is written by Louis Bennett Coverley, and it's called Colonization in Reverse. And as we all know, Europe colonized most of the world. colonization in reverse. What a joyful news, Miss Matty. I feel like me at Gwen Books. Jamaica people colonized England in reverse. By the hundreds, by the thousand, from country and from town. By the shipload, by the plane load, Jamaica is England bound. Them up outer Jamaica, everybody future plan is to get a big time job and settle in the motherland. What an island, what a people, man and woman, old and young, just pack them bag and baggage and turn history upside down. Some people don't like travel, but if we show them loyalty, them all are open up cheap fare to England agency. And week by week, them shipping off them countrymen like fire. We immigrate and populate the seat of the empire. Oh no. See how life is funny? Oh no. See that turnabout. Jamaica leave the fox spread out of English people mouth. For when them catch England, I'll start play them different role. Some will settle down to work and some will settle for the dole. Jane said the dole is not too bad because they pay in shape. £2 a week for a job that suit her dignity. Me say, Jane will never find work at the rate how she da look. For all day she stay upon Aunt Fan couch and read love story book. What a defilement are England. Them face war and brave the wars. But me wondering how them go and stand. Colonization in reverse. The second poem it's a song by Andy Williams. I thought the words just suit our present situation. It addresses injustice, it addresses the way we are at present. And it's called The Impossible Dream by Andy Williams. I shall not sing, I will recite it. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to be better far than you are, to try when your arms are too weary to reach the unreachable star, to love, pure and chaste from afar. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will be peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world would be better for this, that one man scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far. Thanks.
Thank you very much, beautiful Martha, for those powerful poems. Very interesting. And the first one was very funny. Very good. I'd like to invite Ayla, Tom, or Turan. She lives here in Milton Keynes. And she's an academician and a film director. And she publishes a magazine about Turkish business people right here in the UK. And she's a director of a creative design agency, I believe. So you're very welcome, Ayla.
Hello there, I'm Ayla from Turkey. First of all, I would like to thank John for the invitation. When John asked me to give a speech here by talking about the Festival of Nations, I thought we should be here as a Turkish community. Art and cultural phenomena that should be experiences and perceived by seeing, hearing, and feeling, not be speaking. For this reason, they are categorized as visual arts. However, the growing Turkish community in Milton Keynes is still very new and therefore not very organized. I am new here too. I don't know exactly what everyone else is doing. Therefore, we could not attend the festival with an event. If I have to talk about myself, I make documentary films, but feature films will specific themes and that cannot be subject of this festival. Of course, if you want, we can do another event to show it. We can also organize an event that introduces the works of Turkish people who is living here, a marbling artist and the traditional art of marbling, teaching who are interested in here. On the other hand, many Turkish artists live in London and across the UK and continue to produce their arts here. We are a community whose numbers have increased in the last 5 years. I know that there are very successful people in the field of fine arts, such as music, ceramic, and marbling. Then we include fields such as design, photography, film, and we are talking about a growing community of creative industry members. Novelist writer Elif Şafak, video art and film director Kutlu Ataman, fashion designer Zeynep Kartal, who have lived in London for many years and continue their artistic productions and works here and well-known names. To talk about Turkey in the field of culture and art, I guess that many of you have had the opportunity to see Turkey as a touristic destination. The lands which have hosted many ancient civilizations, empires, and ancient Greek city-states continue today's Turkey invaluable cultural heritage. Archaeological artifacts, ancient cities, and museums are that are too rich and to be seen, visited from the basic of our culture. The first things that comes to mind, the biggest of which is the ancient city of Ephesus in Izmir, which most of known the Troy, which is the subject of legends, are the most valuable city heritage of Hellenistic Anatolia. The Antakya and the Gaziantep mosaics in southwestern Anatolia are rare works of art in the world. Istanbul is one of the largest cities in the world, which served as the capital of Eastern Roman and Byzantine, and later the Ottoman empires. An important historical heritage, it is home of many buildings, artifacts and museums. Hagia Sophia, Hagia Irene, Topkapı Palace, Blue Mosque, Istanbul Archaeological Museum are the main ones. The tradition of arts and marbling, illumination, calligraphy, which have survived from the Ottoman Empire until today, still attract attentions, and artists continue to produce them. Ottoman palace music, which is called Turkish art music, continues to be practiced today by changing its forms. There are instruments specific that this genre, such as kanun and oud. There is a Turkish art center called Yunus Emre Institution, where you can learn these arts in London. In addition, Ottoman Turkish lessons are also given here. As for contemporary arts, all branches of arts live actively in our country. There are many private galleries, private and state museums, and art societies formed according to their brands. An important biennale, Istanbul Biennale, has been held for a long time. The Istanbul Foundation for Culture and Arts regularly organizes festivals dedicated to almost all contemporary arts every year. Istanbul Film Festival, Music Festival, Jazz, Theater, Opera, Ballet festivals are held. Institutions such as city theaters and state theaters, together with the Istanbul International Film Festival, Antalya Golden Orange and Adana Golden Ball festivals, are the leading film festivals where nations and international competition are held. In other words, you can find university educations, courses, art centers, exhibitions, opportunities, and or activities as an audience in every art branch that will satisfy those who are interested. All writers and poets whose names must be mentioned coming from the oral and written traditions of thousands of years. First of all, Mevlana Celaleddin Rumi is known internationally as Rumi. Poet Nazım Hikmet, or two greatest poets above all time and geographical wonders. I would like to commemorate the Nobel Prizes winning novelist Orhan Pamuk as well as Yaşar Kemal, who is more worth of hers than the Nobel Prize, and Nuri Bilge Ceylan, the awards-winning film director of Cannes and other festivals. I would like to end with a short poem from Rumi, A Moment of Happiness. A moment of happiness, you and I sitting on the veranda, apart two but one of in soul, you and I. We feel the following quarter of life here, you and I, with the garden's beauty, and the birds singing. The stars will be watching us, and we will show them what it's to be a thin crescent moon. You and I, unsaid, will be together, indifferent in the idle speculations, you and I. The Paris of heaven will be cracking sugar, as we love together, you and I, in one form upon this earth, and in another form, in a timeless sweet land. I hope I was able to explain something. Thank you for listening to me.
Hi, my name is Timur Alam. I'm from Milton Keynes. I've been living in Milton Keynes for a very long time, and I've been singing ghazal for the last 20 years, and I have done many charity programs as well as my commercial program. We also have a school of Milton Keynes Allama Iqbal Urdu School, where we teach our kids Urdu from the age of 7 till 9, every Saturday from 10 o'clock till 12 o'clock. Thank you. Now ना जन्म का वो बंधन, ना उम्र की सीमा हो, ना जन्म का वो बंधन। जब प्यार करे कोई तो देखे केवल मन, नई रीत चला कर तुम ये रीत अमर कर दो, नई रीत चला कर तुम ये रीत अमर कर दो। जग ने छीना मुझसे मुझे जो भी लगा प्यारा, जग ने छीना मुझसे मुझे जो भी लगा प्यारा, सब जीता किए मुझसे मैं हरदम ही हारा। तुम हार के दिल अपना मेरी जीत अमर कर दो, ओ तुम हार के दिल अपना मेरी जीत अमर कर दो। नेक्स्ट सॉन्ग। La 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 la, होश वालों को खबर क्या बेखुदी क्या चीज है, होश वालों को खबर क्या बेखुदी क्या चीज है। इश्क कीजिए फिर समझिए, इश्क कीजिए फिर समझिए, जिंदगी क्या चीज है। होश वालों को खबर क्या बेखुदी क्या चीज है। उनसे नजरें क्या मिली, रोशन फिजाएं हो गई। ला 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 ला, उनसे नजरें क्या मिली, रोशन फिजाएं हो गई। आज जाना प्यार की जादूगरी क्या चीज है, आज जाना प्यार की जादूगरी क्या चीज है। इश्क कीजिए फिर समझिए, इश्क कीजिए फिर समझिए, जिंदगी क्या चीज है। I'm going to sing you next song, which I hope you will guys enjoy. This is the last song. बहुत मशहूर गाना है ये, I'm sure आप सबने सुना होगा। कभी कभी दिल में ख्याल आता है कि जैसे तुझको बनाया गया है मेरे लिए, कि जैसे तुझको बनाया गया है मेरे लिए। तू अब से पहले सितारों में बस रही थी कहीं, तू अब से पहले सितारों में बस रही थी कहीं, तुझे ज़मीं पे बुलाया गया है मेरे लिए, तुझे ज़मीं पे बुलाया गया है मेरे लिए। कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है कि ये बदन ये निगाहें मेरी अमानत हैं, कि ये बदन ये निगाहें मेरी अमानत हैं। ये गेसुओं की घनी छाँव है मेरी खातिर, ये होंठ और ये बाहें मेरी अमानत हैं, ये होंठ और ये बाहें मेरी अमानत हैं।
I'll be reading Sea Grapes by Derek Walcott. Derek Walcott was a renowned poet and playwright of St. Lucian origin who won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1992. He has sadly passed away. That sail which leans on light, tide of islands, a schooner beaten up the Caribbean for home, could be Odysseus homebound on the Aegean. That father and husband's longing on the Nile's sour grapes is like the adulterer hearing Narcissus' name in every girl's outcry. This brings nobody peace. The ancient war between obsession and responsibility will never finish and has been the same for the sea wanderer or the one on shore, now ribbing on his sandals to walk home since Troy signed his last claim, and the blind giant's boulder heaved the trough from whose groundswell the great hexameters come to the conclusions of exhausted surf. The classics can console, but not enough.
My name is Claire. I was born in Rwanda. Actually, I believe that dance is a gift from God. We all can dance. Each person has their own dance. And for me, I thank God that I found my own dance, and it's the one I use for my therapy. This dance, I call it cheza, which means dance in Swahili, and it is a dance that works on your mind, your heart, and body. So it's a freestyle dance, and it's where people come together and share their dance. It's about sharing love, sharing joy. We don't focus on somebody else, but actually you focus on yourself. It's time to connect with yourself, to connect with other people, and just dance. It doesn't matter what you are feeling, whether you are feeling sad or feeling worried or feeling pain. Actually, before the dance, we take time to acknowledge our story. You think about what you are feeling, whether it is pain or whether it's anxiety or sadness or fear, and dance it off. You dance through your pain. But the thing is, for me, I find it very powerful when people come together and choose to dance together, to share that moment. I always feel so joyful when I dance. And so I share that joy with the people who I'm teaching the dance to, because I believe that everybody can dance. So I only help you to actually find your own dance and use your dance to help you. It's so beautiful when people can express themselves. It's about togetherness, it's about oneness, and it's about taking this time to think about what God has done in your life, and you just dance to show Him gratitude. What is a man? She would it took me, it took me about 3 weeks actually. Every single day I was doing a little bit at a time, because for me, I wanted to do it so that I can actually encourage other people. So I did a little bit at a time until I build up my fitness level again. So what I'm saying, a little bit at a time, then it's what will lead you to where you want to be. So don't think like you wake up today and you start dancing and you lose weight or you build up your level. No, but it's that little bit that will take you to what you want to achieve. So for me,
Baby, you pull over. Reverse, baby, you pull over. Baby, you pull over. Show me your particular, baby, pull over. Baby, you pull over. In a light, baby, you pull over. So you dress too mad. I want me, I'm not top and sad. Designer, original tomato. Mama, little baby. papa, where mama, stand by say, it's a police. Hey, we young it from my knees. Ah, yeah. Make me happy, anxiety. Make me happy, anxiety. Make me happy, anxiety. Make me happy, anxiety. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't If you're happy, I am happy. We are happy, happy people. Got no worries, got no worries. We ain't got no worries, got no worries, got no worries. It's Mr. Mayday, yeah.
Oh my good I'm in love with this man. He makes me so happy. House in a lirato, jologa TV. Eba kami dumo fella inse ring king 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 ring king 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 ring king 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 ring king king king.
Timbobo, timbobo, timbobo. Eba. If you're happy, I am happy. We are happy, happy people. Timbobo, 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 timbobo. Timbobo, timbobo, timbobo. Eba.
Anchilich naima anchi konchi andili janachi tigarmanyalach bitayat konjo dagmudoga sares dance dance sares sares dance dance irumainalati batam ayalach tadia ichili abe zare nyawalach
Imatasa, imabonela, ikanamakos.
Jerusalema, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana, zuhambe nami, ilondoloze, ilondoloze, ilondoloze.
Yesterday, I found God's canvas outside my train window. I passed the countryside and saw the beauty that lies within each brushstroke, the type of miracle that only grows beneath the soil. Since the beginning, we've had a habit of crossing boundaries against nature's fruits. Left to our own devices, we would have probably turned the Garden of Eden into a car park. So what good is recycled thoughts and prayers if our amens are being polluted by our own ignorance? At this point, we have Mother Nature feeling more martyr than matriarch. You see, if Eve was made whole from Adam's left rib, then our lungs lie in the hands of every tree deep-rooted into the earth. Like Genesis chapter 2, verse 7, it breathes into our nostrils the breath of life. You see, what is nature if not an extension of God herself? A second coming. Another creation suffering at the hands of our greed. And what is climate change if not the book of Revelations made flesh, chapter 8, verse 7? And a third part of the earth was burned, and a third part of the trees was entirely burnt up, and all the green plants were burned. It seems we have not yet realized that we are at war with our own consequences. Thank you.
Do you believe that in life you have time to make it your world? You have the wisdom to choose.
Welcome to this junior filmmaking presentation on peer pressure. My name is Omer, and the film you are watching is a result of our search to find out more about peer pressure. We have a story to tell you that focuses on a young man called Jude.
Jude, I'm so sorry to disturb you with this information. And I know you need to concentrate on your exams, but the landlord wants us to leave because we have fallen behind on rent.
Don't worry, Mum. We'll sort things out.
Jude was being brave, but the news that he was about to lose his home put a lot of pressure on the young man. They eventually moved to a poor council estate area, and Jude gets in with the wrong crowd.
I'm sure I should be drinking alcohol.
Jude felt left out because all his friends were drinking apart from him. They didn't force him, but Jude felt under pressure, especially with everything he had gone through, and he had done well in his exams, so he decided to try some of the drink.
This is good quality stuff.
What happened, Jude? Earlier you never used to drink, and now you and alcohol are like best friends.
Jude, you have changed so much. If I had the money, then I would send you help for your addiction. Are you listening?
Give me that back!
One of Jude's friends, Anuska, felt Jude had changed so much that he needed help and persuaded him to see a counsellor who helped Jude off his addiction and back to his normal self.
I just wanted to say thanks, but what made you try and get me off drink?
You're a clever guy, and I didn't want alcohol to ruin any chances of you to be your best self.
You put me under a lot of pressure.
Sorry about that.
No. I want to say thanks. You helped me.
Do you believe that in life you have time to make it your world? You have the wisdom to choose all that's right to bring you happiness. Deep in my youth, I thought I could see truth that was so wrong. Years have passed by before this song would pour out my thoughts in these words. Then once upon a life, you get your chance. Once upon a life, like some last dance, don't say no, just embrace when it calls out your name. I knew a time when the crowd looked at me to be so strong. I thought that I could do no wrong and couldn't be seen to be weak. when I wipe that smile. You wouldn't get away, not for a very long while. I didn't wanna be hurting you. No, I didn't wanna be hurting you. But you ended the message, LOL. That hurt inside me. You delivered the message, LOL. So just run that by me.
Hello, I'm Zain from Junior Filmmakers, and today we are reporting on the experience and effects of hate crime on ordinary people.
What's this? You made me spill my drink. Why did you do that? I don't think Ginny likes you. I hate you. What did I ever do to you? Nothing. It was just different. This time I'm going to push you even harder so you really get the message.
Ginny pushed Mirabelle so hard that she fell and cracked her head open on a concrete flower bed. Mirabelle needed stitches in hospital.
I don't know what I have done to Ginny. She says she hates me because I'm different, but I'm just who I am.
Mirabelle was too afraid to say what really happened, so she told everyone that it was an accident when running for the bus. But the story of this hate crime is not straightforward.
It was supposed to be a laugh, Ginny, but it turned out horrible. You should have got into serious trouble with the police over what you did to Mirabelle. I heard if she fell a little harder, Mirabelle could have brain damage.
It's people like Mirabelle that made this country lose the Euros.
Who told you that?
My dad.
Scarlett felt this was ridiculous and was afraid because Mirabelle could have died from her injury.
Ginny, I don't think we can be friends anymore.
Why not?
Because you think what you did to Mirabelle was okay. I think it's your responsibility to work out what you did to Mirabelle was wrong.
What are you talking about?
I'm not a teacher, so I'm not going to teach you how to behave. It's your responsibility to learn how to behave. Maybe when you learn how to behave, we can be friends again.
Scarlett wasted no time making friends with Mirabelle. Scarlett felt it was the only way to show Mirabelle that she was sorry for what happened.
Didn't mean to hurt Mirabelle that much. I was only trying to show how tough I was. Now I've lost my best friend all because of hating Mirabelle, who I don't even know. That is dumb.
Even I cannot believe you are this way, but I cannot resist in tearing you away. You think you're something special, well, I'll wipe that smile. You wouldn't get away, not for a very long while. I didn't wanna be hurting you. No, I didn't wanna be hurting you. But you ended the message, LOL. That hurt inside me. You delivered the message, LOL. So just run that by me. So we've ended our message, LOL. Everyone is talking about your grown-up mind. In my opinion, they are talking from behind. You're just a stuck-up girl who's being overplayed, and they are acting like they're being blown away. I didn't wanna be hurting you. No, I didn't wanna be hurting you. But you ended the message, LOL. That hurt inside me. You delivered the message, LOL. So just run that by me. So we've ended our message, LOL.
Okay. Jambo bana, habari gani? Nzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa Kenya yetu, hakuna matata.
Welcome to Festival of All Nations, Milton Keynes women from Kenya, Kikuyu women that are showcasing Kikuyu traditional attire. Most welcome.
Okone kwao, ae okone kwao detemanie na jao ya mbono okone kwao ae okone wito okone wito na modiere na mokinjo keria okone wito
Broken plus vessel equals total woman by Leonard Randall. You gifted me this vessel of light, of beauty, of joy, of grace. I carry it close within a part of me. As a woman, it becomes all of me. I carry this vessel and you carry me. You hold me up so that I can hold it up. It gives light and life to me and to all I encounter in this journey through life. But I step on some rough terrains, my feet unsteady, uneasy under me. I am startled and perplexed, but instead of trusting you, I tell you, I've got this. After all, you do enough. I can take it from here. I failed to look to you to steady my feet, preserve this vessel, and down I came and down it went. Oh no! Oh good, a chip. Just a little chip. That's all right, I can get by. Vessel is still intact. We continue the journey. You walk beside me, a gale blows. You hold on to me, but the gale turns ghastly. I am swayed, almost knocked off my feet. You reach out for me, my hands are wrapped around this vessel, so I take a hold of your finger, only to steady myself, but I will not let the vessel go. I've got this. After all, you've trained me right. The winds grow stronger, dust and debris hit my face. I stumble, the vessel falls. I pick it up quickly. The vessel is still intact. This time there is a line. Right where the chip was, a little line broke through, running down the center. Oh, but that's okay. I can handle a line. You can too, right? The winds usher in the storm. The rains pour. I am drenched and my vessel is leaking. Where once it held water, through the chip and the line, drops of water seep through ever so slowly. You reach out for me. I feel your presence, your comfort. You reach for my vessel, but no worries. I've got this. I can hold it together. I'm a strong woman. The sun comes out. The heat is intense. As it dries my vessel, the clay begins to give way. I wrap myself around it tighter, shielding it from the rays. You reach out for me. I take your hand. You steady me, but I hold on to my vessel. I got this. After all, this is what you saved me for. The story continues. Rain and gale, heat and veils, sun and wind, streams and mounts. I am content to let you hold me, but I can't give you back this vessel. And yet, with every step, my arms grow heavy and weary and tired. The clay is crumbling. I stumble. You reach for me. But I need both hands to grab onto you, but I cannot let this vessel go. And so I fall. And as I fall, I watch it roll away from me and break and crash. I weep and I cry and I hurt. Why didn't you catch it? Why did you reach for me and not the vessel? How did you expect me to let it go? You gave it to me. I wanted to care for it. I wanted you to find in me a faithful steward. And now it's bruised and battered and broken and shattered. So here, you want it? Take it. I'm giving it back to you. Take all these broken pieces, each and every single one. And as I weep and I hurt and I cry, I hear your voice. I placed my treasure in you. Contained in so fragile a common jar, a pot, a vase of clay, an unworthy earthen container, a vessel of human frailty. For only in the frailty of your human vessel will the real, true, supreme, excellent, all-surpassing, extraordinary, superior, exceeding greatness of the power be truly of God and not of yourself. And in that moment, I grasp that with your power, in my weakness I am strong, in my brokenness I am whole. When the sum of my parts is broken and divided into several pieces, in you, O Lord, I am a total woman.